Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I break down a trade that I made using a lower time frame to identify pullback. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back everyone. So we're going to start off in the trading view charts. Like I said, I switched back from trading view to NinjaTrader. I do most of my analysis on TradingView just because I like the way it looks and there's more indicators and I don't know, it just looks better in my opinion. All right, so I played this back. I made this trade. I entered it around 6:50, 7 a.m., somewhere in there. Now, I generally place my trades at the 10-minute chart. However, the 10-minute chart there were no signals. Okay, let me see if I can play. Yeah, good. All right, so this is where it was at the exact same time as the 5-minute chart that I had. It's at 6:50. As you can see, it didn't really meet the criteria for my entry, which is the 5-period WMA, which is the white line, and the cross of the 20-period WMA. That's where I usually make my entries. All right, so as you can see here, huge candle. The MACD still shows the trend's going up. The trend line that I drew still shows it's going up. The stochastic here still shows downward momentum. So I move over to the 5-minute chart, and this is what I see. I see a potential entry signal. And there are times when I'll go to the 5-minute chart to make an entry, but I generally I try not to go below the 5-minute, just because of all the false signals that it may show. All right, so here we are. It starts looking good. We've got this good bounce off the support right here at the 4603. It's going up, looks good. Looks like the MACD is about to cross. The signal lines may cross. It looks like it's losing momentum. Down here we have the stochastic RSI. We've got a cross, and it looks like it's moving. Price is moving up. So I'm going to fast forward this a little bit with the TradingView chart here, and now I'm going to pause it here for a second. Now, when I made this entry, right here, right where the red and green meet. As you can see, this candle, when this candle closed at 6:55, it opened right here at 46.10.75. Then it goes up. It goes up to 46.13. Well, that's whenever I see the 5-period WMA cross over the 20-period, and I place that entry. Now, where I messed up was I entered too early. I should have waited until this candle closed, because see what happens here. As soon as I make the entry, the price fell, and then it kept falling, right? Now, I'm going to stop here, and then I'm going to go back to the NinjaTrader. My NinjaTrader video here. Okay, so back in NinjaTrader here, as you can see, this is where I made my entry. That's where that candle that I showed you, it went up a little bit, and then it fell. Now, of course, this video is fast forward like 5 or 6 times, so it's going to look very fast. But normally, of course, a 10-minute chart is not this fast. But as you can see here, the price fell, and I started looking over to the left, and it looked like I probably needed to drop my stop loss a little bit. It was a little too close at 8 points. So I took it down to, I think it was right around 9 points, something like that. And as time went on here, I was pretty worried. You know, I had 10 contracts. I was only shooting for a 3-point profit or a take profit, so that would have been $1,500. Of course, when you trade with that many contracts and you have a defined trailing stop loss, a trailing drawdown, like we do with Apex Trader Funding, you really can't take your stop loss down too many points, because it becomes a lot less manageable. So like I said, I'm going to fast forward here because I know that y'all don't want to just sit here and watch the charts. I'm sure if you're trading, you're watching the chart, constantly anyway. So I'm going to be fast forwarding this. And with the 10-minute chart, like I said, it's really didn't show too many indicators or entry signs, but as the time went on, it started moving in my direction, and I ended up getting a good trade out of this. Of course, I started worrying about as the time went on, and getting closer to 7:30, getting closer to 8. I'd already thought I wasn't going to be in this trade after after 8 o'clock. It was just because I just knew that it was going to be too volatile then, especially with all the news that we've had with the coronavirus. With the coronavirus new variant and all that, I just knew it was going to be a volatile day. But luckily, as you see here, price went along with the trend, and I made my take profit. One trade, $1,500 minus commissions was about $1,475. This puts me closer to my profit goal with Apex Trader Funding, and looks like it's going to be a good week for trading. Just because of the volatility, it will give you a little bit of price action. So stay tuned to more trades. Thanks.